Hi guys, welcome back to Lanson's channel. Today we are going to visit one of the most magnificent ancient site, Ephesus in Turkey. Once I walked in, I found this ancient city seems to be more luxurious than many modern cities nowadays. They used so much marble. Who is this god?
Hermes.
Brand of Nike is coming from the goddesses. How? From victory. The meaning of the brand is coming from victory.
People have been living in Ephesus since the Neolithic era. During the rule of the ancient Greeks, it became famous worldwide. In 133 BC, it came under the control of the Roman Empire. In 27 BC, it became the capital of Asia Minor. It became the second most important city in the Roman Empire and reached its peak. What we see in front of us is the Temple of Hadrian, built in the 2nd century. Now, only a few columns and the structure of the doorframe remain. You have discovered something unique. No one is paying attention. Only you are looking. No one really noticed this. Ephesus had the most advanced drainage system in the ancient world. There were at least 6 different sized channels supplying water to different parts of the city, including water mills, sawmills, and, of course, the famous Roman-style baths. This view suggests that there were many markets on the left and right sides, with sculptures and statues. This is the Column of Hercules. In the past, if a commoner wanted to enter the government offices inside, their carriage would need to stop here. So this side used to be the outskirts, and that side was the core. The core is over there, and behind it is where the common people lived. Ephesus is an important site in Christian history. It is where St. Paul wrote the first epistle to the Corinthians. Ephesus is believed to be the final resting place of Mary. We'll go see it later. I bet the populists in China have no idea about the existence of Ephesus, which is why they often slanderously claim that the West has no history. Let's follow the cat to see the marble bricks. This brick is very large, like the carpet you wanted to buy yesterday. This small theater, built in AD 150, is a small roof theater that can accommodate an estimated 1,500 people. It has granite Corinthian columns. Now, only the entrance door frame and the steps remain. Inside Ephesus, the most famous building is here. Let's take a look. The Celsus Library is the most beautiful building in Ephesus. It is located in the central area of the entire site and was initially built in AD 125. It was constructed by the Roman governor of Asia with his personal wealth. Yes, your foot is smaller, which means you are under 18. You can't enter the brothel. You see, no one really noticed this small attraction. Many people just walked past it. Let's take a walk around here. It's the same as staying here. Thank you for guiding us. Five minutes to the right from the library is the open-air theater that can accommodate 25,000 people. It can be used for theatrical performances as well as gladiator fights. Those people are so free to climb to such high places. Look at all these people passing by. Only one person cares about that footprint. No one else knows it's the remains of the J-Inn. There is information about it, it's just not noticeable. The young lady did her research well. Do you want to go for lunch? Then we need to go back to the city center. I've never seen this pattern before. The feeling I get from the town center is very similar to the county towns we passed through during the long march on bicycles. People's lives here are tranquil and comfortable. Let's take a look at this street. The bowls are 10 lira each. Even the children are doing business. From here, we can roughly see that the living standards in Turkish towns and Chinese county towns are similar. They're selling various agricultural tools. If you didn't turn around, I thought you were a cat. The entrance fee is 50 lira. You have a temporary residence permit in Turkey? With this card, you can visit all the attractions nationwide, only costing 60 in total. That's such a big benefit for exchange student. The entrance fee include the castle behind. Let's see the scenery of the Turkish countryside. St. John's Church. It is said that St. John spent his last few years here and was buried on the south side of the mountain. In the 4th century, 300 years later, people built this church on the tomb. During the reign of Emperor Justinian, it was expanded into a magnificent cathedral. You can see from the foundation that there used to be a lot of things here. Now, some parts have been moved to the museum. Okay, let's go inside and see the internal structure. In the 14th century, with the establishment of the Ottoman Empire, it was also converted into a mosque. But in the same century, it suffered severe damage from a major earthquake, resulting in its current appearance. The design of this church was also replicated in the St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. Piles of bricks and marble, remaining columns, and scattered capitals outline the skeletal structure of this once most luxurious chapel in the world.
这个一个门框。
There are people living here. Living next to this St. John's Church on this hillside. It's an incredible place to live. So cool. The mountain view below reminds me of the scenery in Australia and New Zealand. We can see another church ruin below. And its tower is protected by a wooden scaffolding. There's a drainage structure here.
现在的人用的吧。这有壁画看吗？
It feels like playing CS. You can even jump here. I feel like this place is perfect for playing hide and seek.
Terrorists win.
感觉这里可以捉迷藏。
I wouldn't be able to find you at
找不到
all.
你在哪里？
A treasure room. A treasure chamber. But now there's nothing inside.
但现在什么都没有。
That makes sense.
这有些马赛克。
There's some mosaic here. The baptismal pool was built in the 5th century and is in the shape of a key. You can imagine the baptized person stepping into the middle and immersing their whole body. Young people is climbing so fast.
爬到上面去了。
Actually, it's faster to go up from this side. This is a shortcut. How about going around that way? It would be smoother. It's magnificent. This is a real castle. The ancient city walls are very difficult for ordinary people to conquer. Look at me, carrying no burden, just walking. And looking up, the sun is so dazzling. So, how can you conquer the castle? It's really difficult. And there's a city gate when you reach this point. Let's take a look. Looking up at this city gate. And at this moment, a bunch of archers will appear on top. And then I will suddenly become a hedgehog. It's very difficult to enter. Once the gate is closed, even if you break in, you still have to clear the snipers on every wall. Arrows can rain down on you from all directions. It's really tough. And this road is not easy to walk either. It's easy to sprain your foot. That slows down your marching speed significantly. But when we look out from the entrance of this castle, it's really impressive, guys. Ayasaluk Castle is located at the highest point of Mount Ayasaluk, north of St. John's Church. The city walls were built during the Seljuk and Ottoman periods, constructed with rubble stones and have 15 towers. Some architectural remains can still be seen within the castle, such as the Turkish-era baths, an arched cistern, and a small mosque. In recent years, this fortress has been used by the Turkish military and not open to the public. It's fortunate that we were able to enter smoothly this time, possibly due to recently updated policies. Even the official website hasn't updated that it's open to the public, so we are lucky. Ephesus was originally a port city, but the harbor kept silting up, and the coastline receded further and further. Now these ruins are 5 kilometers away from the seashore, truly a tale of changing times. In the early Byzantine period, this castle was situated closer to the sea, unlike now where it appears far from the coast. During the heyday of the Byzantine Empire, the castle walls were as thick as 4 meters. The defensive walls also enclosed St. John's Cathedral. In 1090, the Seljuks conquered this place, and Ephesus gradually declined from a renowned city to a small village. Ayasaluk is also a name in the Seljuk language. In 1914, Ayasaluk was renamed Selçuk, which is its present name. Some narrow-minded Chinese populists often mock Turkey for undergoing cultural changes several times. But they never considered that their own history has also experienced invasions by foreign powers, for example Genghis Khan. You know Chinese official history recognized Genghis Khan as a Chinese? They are just fooling themselves. Even though the experiences are similar. Chinese populists insist that they are the only country that have a so-called complete history, in the meanwhile they mock almost every other countries have discontinuities history. The earth has so many beautiful and splendid cultures. Why do these people always praise their own little mindset as number one in the world? It truly reflects their narrow-minded.